Current turmoil about the commercial banks, Sri Lankan commercial banks, the credit ratings have been downgraded to CCC negative by the Fitch Rating Company of USA as a negative operating environment is a political, manipulation by the workers inside the central bank, and not the politically appointed governor or the politician. Politicians have very respect to the Central Bank of Sri Lanka, and they don't interfere in the monetary policy. Any matter, they don't interfere in the monetary policy matters. Politicians don't know much about this monetary policy either, unless the top cabinet ministers few and the president and the prime minister, but none of them get involved with the central bank's monetary policy matters. It is the central bank employees who are corrupt, misuse, lies with the central bank, bankers in USA, and manipulate the political system here to go against the mandate of the people to our political leaders. You can see number of finance companies in Sri Lanka under the US Incorporated Central Bank of Sri Lanka. For example, to start with Mr. N.U. Jayawardena's, this is his grandson is Milinda Morakoda, the current cabinet minister ranked High Commissioner of Sri Lanka in New Delhi, India. His grandfather, Mr. N.U. Jayawardena's Mercantile Credit, and then HPT Finance, and so many companies. And thereafter, more recently, Swarna Mahal Finance Company, which was a proposal given by me, to Swarna Mahal Jewelers to start the Swarna Mahal finance company, Abans Finance, and you can see the Abans Finance also is one of my proposals. So these companies revengefully had been blocked. Just because I gave those proposals to start, when the central bank employees get to there, they destroy it, they take the revenge. And they are like that. Government has, or the government leaders or the presidents or the army, or no one has any influence. It's the central bank's corrupt employees who do this. Say, for example, the Pramukha, savings bank and development bank, ultimately about so many people, about more than 10 people suicided. Central bank didn't do anything. It arbitrarily cancelled the license. This type of arbitrary decisions are forced by the committee of the central bank, who are actually comprising they are being manipulated by the long-standing working employees who are slavery type to the US financial system. That's how it happens here, because these employees want to show them that they are so prestigious, they can control anything, they can cancel any bank's license, like that attitude they have. And maybe they are not very rich, but they have that prestigious image they try to keep as central bankers and keep everybody else below them. And they try to put their children into commercial banks in Sri Lanka after that. So this corrupt system must change, because it's the finance companies, leasing companies. Ultimately, Ceylon Bank had a crisis, and then I was working in the Ceylon Bank. When I left on my own to pursue my higher studies, they attacked the central bank at officials. These corrupt officials who are not really politically appointed, but serving the interest of the US government. They destroyed the Ceylon Bank, then they destroyed the Pramukha Bank, then the Swarna Mahal finance, then the Idris Singh Trust investments came down, and so many finance companies were ruined because of this corrupt officials' way of doing things at the central bank. I can remember when I was working at the settlement and collection department of Mr. Lalit Kotalawala's Central Ceylon Bank in Colombo 1, Baron Jayatilaka Road. There was one person who, from the auditor, it seems, from the bank supervision department, who had come to at that time to international division for their normal routine auditing. So our settlement and credit department manager was that time. Officer in charge was Mr. Rohan Vijay Singh, a former St. Joseph's College, a good cricket player, formerly from HSBC, Dubai. So he gave a table and politely told him, "Sir, please tell." But this person can't even speak English, so-called central bank, and he let us say, because our tables are bigger than his table, because he is a small made person, so accordingly he was given a normal table to do his work, which is, I think, no problem. It is used, he can do it there. But he has said others have big tables, I also want a big table, and then he was given a special big table. And like that, their attitude is that they are so prestigious, you have to worship them, you have to do what they want to do, like that. That's because they are going after US government, manipulating the US politicians and the US officials in their monetary system, and they take unauthorized control of our monetary system and our foreign reserve management, going against the political leaders who are elected by these people. Political leaders also very scared to deal with this corrupted central bank official, because political leaders can only appoint the governor, and the governor cannot negotiate, because these groups inside the central bank ruin the governor. They go against, because they tie up with the American officials, and this is what happens in in Sri Lanka. So this responsibility the US government must take, and all these companies who are brought down, the US government must pay compensation because of what the US officials did. Only this came here, this situation happened here. The leasing, the leases are given, and then the vehicles are taken out by the seizers based on the Leasing Act, which is enacted by the Parliament of Sri Lanka. But the central bank, when they go and take that person's vehicle, the particular leasing company seizing stuff, they are outsourced. They go and even squeeze and pull out the children from the mothers and take their vehicle. And this is because the corrupted central bank employees who are uncontrollable. Even political leaders can't do anything against them. Police can't also do, army also can't do, because US getting directly involved with these corrupted employees working inside the central bank, who are not really, had nothing to do with the Sri Lankan government or Sri Lankan government president or prime minister or any of the political leaders. They are working on their own interests with the US government, like self-appointed, prestigious central bankers. This is the situation. And thereafter they cancel the credit cards as they like, they do anything, and then finally people end up in the credit defaulter list, and finally people can't even get their necessary housing loans or any other thing because of this credit card defaulting listing. And this situation is very bad, because US credit cards are being used to manipulate and destroy people who are more accountable to the country, and this is what's happening in Sri Lanka, and thereby block them from further progress. So I think the situation, the central government, the US government must take full responsibility, and Sri Lanka have only option for Sri Lanka is now to to make sure that these groups inside the are somehow managed properly by the US government, who took control of them.